I think the entire world was waiting for this. The entire world is waiting for this. This is probably one of the biggest, going to be one of the biggest debates that we have ever seen in the history of the United States. I mean, this one is making headlines because we all know what's going on. We all know what's going on. Whether you feel one way about Trump, whether you feel one way about Biden, both of these dudes have their defaults, have their faults, and it's a very, very controversial president candidacy this year. It's very, very controversial. So much is going on, and it's wild behavior. But let's tune into the video, man. Let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comments below. I'd like to know y'all thoughts.
We were waiting to see if there'd be a response.
Well, we were waiting to see what the response would be, and here it is. Moments ago, Donald Trump responded on his social media platform, writing in part, ready and willing to debate Biden at the two proposed times in June and September. I would strongly recommend more than 2 debates, and for excitement purposes, a very large venue. Although Biden is supposedly afraid of crowds. Not sure what that means. That's only because he doesn't get them. Just tell me when. God. I'll be there. Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, okay.
Writes the former president. So he says in this moment today, doesn't want to be seen probably as backing down, that he would agree to these 2 debates, perhaps with some negotiating, some sticking points in there.
Yeah, we have each man using catchphrases as part of their debate rhetoric this morning. But yes.
Listen here. I'm definitely going to be covering this debate. All right. I think personally, I'm going to say it right here. I'm going to say it on live. I think Trump is going to wash Biden in this debate. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think he's going to wash him. I think he's going to wash him because I don't think that Biden will stand a chance going live in person without impromptu, without transcripts, without somebody speaking in his ear. I think face to face, if we see a Trump and Biden debate, I think Trump is going to wash him. That's. Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know.
Trump took to Truth Socials a few minutes ago, as you just read. He says he's in, but the devil's in the details here.
Yeah.
There's a lot that has to be worked out. Trump, of course, is going to need to say today that he's in. He doesn't want to project that he's cowardly, Rev. But there's a lot. There's venue, moderator, whether or not they do make a choice about crowds. Trump wants it, Biden doesn't. The microphones are going to be a big issue. We highlighted that last hour. Will Trump will Trump agree to a system where he could be cut off at any time? So I don't think we should count on these debates happening, but a few weeks ago, I think you would have taken a bet, said there'd probably be no debates. At least today, there's a chance. What do you think?
I think there's a chance, but I think that Donald Trump will try to use every trick he can to avoid debating, particularly on a one-on-one without an audience.
What? What did Al Sharpton just say? I'm confused. I swear Trump's been calling out Biden for the longest time, and Biden's been saying no. Why does it matter if there's people in the crowd or not? At least have the conversation. At least have the debate. Let it be televised, and let the people determine after that what's going on.
Because he does not know policy. He does not know really what his presidency would mean in terms of a reelect. And he does not need to be one-on-one where he cannot feed off of making audiences clap or laugh. And as Joe said earlier, where he gives his lines that would fall flat if it's just in the studio with Joe Biden and a moderator. So he's not going to try in any way, shape, or form to cooperate with that kind of setup.
Because, as we know, Donald Trump needs a crowd. He's most comfortable at his rallies. It's kind of all he does, where he has a friendly audience that echoes and does the call and response. And
I mean, who doesn't have confidence when they got a crowd behind them? Even Biden has confidence when he got a crowd behind him. I don't understand what their point is. Why can't it be 50-50? They're the president of the United States, and you telling me they got a debate without a crowd? What? Who's really ducking? Who's really ducking? Carolina County says Biden needs to think about try to get some endo from Hunter to go get his Geterol, what? In juice before he debates Daddy T. I might have said that wrong, but yeah, he don't stand a chance against Trump. He don't stand a chance. This is kind of obvious. I don't know what these guys on here. I don't know if NBC's a leaning left type of industry or whatever, but they're talking a bunch of nonsense. I don't understand why the presidents of the United States can't get up in front of people like they did before, like they did a couple years ago, and have a debate. I think I think one is ducking, and I think that one is Biden, honestly.
He can say whatever comes to his mind in a controlled setting where there's no crowd and a well-informed moderator with good questions, and it's about policy, and it's about answering questions about perhaps some of his trials that are sitting in front of him. That's not a good setup for Donald Trump. So he's saying, like John said, he has to say today, of course, anytime that he plays, let's get ready to rumble, but we'll see when this negotiating starts.
And also, I mean, a court proceeding is a pretty serious proceeding, and he can't even go to that without bringing in little crowds here and there. And
he builds them at Mar-a-Lago. He comes out and addresses the dinner audience most nights. It's sort of a rally. And we should note, I'm told now there's yet to be any direct contact between the Trump and Biden campaigns. So
no, just
social media posts.
A truth post.
And let's not forget, we are waiting
quotes.
to see.
They don't want this smoke, man. They don't want this smoke. I say set it up. Let it be a moderator there, obviously. We need to have people asking questions. I don't think half the world is really caring about Trump's case. Half of the world is not caring about Trump's case. We want to know what's going on with the policies. We want to know if we're going to get more money in the economy. We're going to know if the crime is going to go down. We want to know what is going on in these streets. Is you going to make it a better place for us or not? Is we going to keep supporting all these wars or not? People is dying, and it's on the United States hands too. People is dying all over the place. That's why we got so many protesters. Let's talk about stuff that people actually want to talk about. All this stuff about trials and tribulations, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. The people care about certain things, and everybody is voicing their opinion about it. And I'm not saying that Biden is not doing what he has to do also, because he is definitely doing stuff for his people. But he's not doing stuff for the entire of America, for sure. Let's continue.
When he gets a verdict in Manhattan.
Right.
Because if the verdict doesn't come until June, if he's convicted, he will need the permission of his parole officer to travel to any debate.
Right. There's that. There's a long way to go. We have no idea how that's going to turn out, but that is the possible outcome there.
Never thought you'd say that, did you, Rev? A presidential candidate needs his parole officer. Let him go to a debate.
And have to get permission. You have to show proof that
like
your parole officer approved you going to this city. I mean, if he's talking like he's one of the guys, if he gets convicted, he's in New York, a parole officer has to approve you leaving the state. You certainly can't leave the country. Let's be real here now. He is potentially a convicted felon.
Okay.
Plenty of TV studios in Manhattan. We'll do it here.
Yeah. It could just be around here.
Let me know if y'all think that Trump is going to lose this court case that he's dealing with. I don't see why they keep bringing this up. I don't see why. I know why they're doing it. I do believe that it is definitely politically manipulated, for sure. I believe that. I believe that. Carolina County says only thing sharp on Al's is his forked tongue. Yo, shout outs to California. Oh, sorry, Carolina. Shout outs to Carolina. Shout outs to you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for real. But I don't think that Biden wants any smoke with Trump. I don't think he stands a chance, whether it's with a crowd or without a crowd. And if the moderator is a good moderator, he's going or she's going to ask good questions that the people actually want to hear. And we want to hear the actual responses from both political parties. What are they going to do about the situations that the people actually want to talk about?